Yo, what's good? It's O.D.D.I.T.Y. Welcome to another episode of The Craft, where we talk all things hip hop, from my experiences, from the news that's happening and the latest news, from techniques that I've tried and I've studied, and just giving my advice on hip hop in general. So if you haven't been to the channel before, make sure you hit subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video, and if you like it, please share.
Some just do it for the cash, others do it for the passion. Is you working on your craft? Is you really about that action? Some just do it for the cash, others do it for the passion. Is you working on your craft? Is you really about that action? The Craft. Welcome.
When I was first starting out making music, it was such an instantaneous process where it was you find a beat, you write to it, you record it, and you try to release it as fast as you can. And I think that's probably a common process for young artists, because you're excited, you think what you come up with in that moment is like the best that you can. You don't understand the process, and that's fine. That's a part of growing as an artist. But I've been doing this now over 12 years, and whether it's through researching and observing other techniques or also just through trial and error, some days, you just have an epiphany, or you just think, what if I try this? And what I'm getting at is now, instead of recording a song all in one setting and saying I'm done, I've adapted kind of a patience in the music making process, which I don't think really can come until you have the experience. And maybe it comes with age, I don't know, or wisdom usually comes with age. But I think now I will record same process as before, what comes to my mind when I first hear a beat. And that song very well could be a song that I don't do anything to, because sometimes the best songs come from just the passion that comes when you first hear the beat. But now I don't prefer to just rely on just making what comes from the first round. What I have started to do now is I'll make the song, I'll listen to it for a week or so in my car, everywhere. Then I'll take a week off and I won't listen to it at all. And after that week, I'll listen to it for a few more days. And what happens is my brain kind of like auto edits, auto adds elements or subtracts elements from that song that would not have happened otherwise, unless you take that time to let the song marinate and think about. So to get technical about it, is like if I'm doing a hook that has melodies, harmonies, sometimes taking that week to just listen and then take some time off and then listen again, you might hear a whole nother harmonies. You might realize you were doing too much. In a verse, you might realize you could have worded something a different way, or use a whole different word or a different rhyme to make it better. And I know that's the nitpicky, but as an artist who wants to continue to grow and make the best songs I can, that patience has paid off. Not only does that allow you to change the song you currently made, but what I've also done is I will completely put the beat into another session file and attempt to make a completely different song. After letting that first song marinate, sometimes you get ideas for a whole nother song. And so I might write a whole nother hook, a whole different mood than the first song, or I might keep the hook from that song and approach the verses differently, or keep a verse from the old song and change the hook. And so what I found is, by doing that, I've given myself one strong song that I've initially made, and I've given myself the ability to create just as strong or even a stronger song. And now I can compare and I can get feedback and from people around me and that I trust, and ultimately for me, I feel like I'm releasing a better product and something that I'm happier with. So I know that was a very technical, in-depth thing, but that's what we're doing on this podcast. We're going in depth on things that you may not have thought about when it comes to the process of making music, in particular rap music. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that maybe that spawned some type of thinking that you may not have had when it comes to music making. And not everybody has that patience or wants to have that patience, and that's fine. Like I said, everybody's at a different stage, and I know that beginning stage when you first start writing and wanting to record music is like the exciting phase. It's kind of like dating. It's like you want to do everything. You want to go to all these places and do all these things, and you're less likely to enjoy the process because everything's new and you just want to do it. And as you get older, just like in relationships, you enjoy the smaller things. You enjoy the process that leads up to ultimately what you want. So again, I'm O.D.D.I.T.Y. This is The Craft. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this type of process. And catch me on the next episode.